Hello everyone, welcome back to our 7-day yoga challenge. I'm so excited how seriously you take your commitment to your 7-day challenge. Today we're gonna work on backbend stretches, which are needed for so many advanced yoga poses, but also are great exercises if you're sitting in front of a computer all day or on your desk a lot. So your back gonna thank you, and I would say let's start.
Let's begin today's practice in a seated position. Sit up nice and tall and find your breath. Allow your shoulders to relax. Take a deep breath in and out. And with your next inhale, get ready. And with your exhale, come into a tabletop position. Keep your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Take a deep breath here, and then let's take a few cat and cows. Inhale, drop your belly, open your chest and look forward. Exhale, round through the spine, navel draws up and the chin goes to your chest, cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly nice and slow. Exhale, rounding through. Let's take a few more. Inhale, drop the belly, open up through the neck and the throat. Exhale, chin to chest, round through. Really press into the toes and into your fingertips. Good. One more, nice and slow. Inhale, really open your chest. Exhale, round your back. And with the next inhale, come back into a nice neutral spine. Now walk your hands a few inches forward, tuck your toes, and push up into your first downward facing dog. Nice. Walk the dog here. Bend your knees one at a time and try to push your heels towards your mat. Nice. Inhale here, and with your exhale, bring your knees onto your mat and come into a laying position with your elbows close to your body. With your next inhale, come into Cobra, lift your upper body slightly up, activate your back muscles so your hands can even hover off the mat for a second. And with your exhale, bring your forehead down to your mat. Try to make your neck as long as you can. Now look to one side and let your arms rest on the sides of your body and relax. Deep inhale and exhale. Now reach your right arm out to the side with your palm facing down. Bring your left hand underneath your left shoulder and now press into your left hand to roll your body over to your right. Place your left foot anywhere behind you and come onto your right ear for this shoulder stretch. Nice. Breathe into your stretch. And then slowly roll back to switch sides. Now reach your left arm out to the side with your palm facing down. Bring your right hand underneath your right shoulder and now press into your right hand to roll your body over to your left side. Place your right foot anywhere behind you and now come onto your left ear for your shoulder stretch. Enjoy the stretch and breathe deeply in and out. And then slowly roll back onto your belly into a neutral position. Now bend both of your knees, but be careful that they don't splay open, and try to grab the outer edges of your feet. Now gently start pushing your feet into your hands and bring your upper body up like into a Cobra Pose. And also try to lift your legs from your mat. Nice. And if you feel good here, take deep breaths and try to rock a little bit back and forth. Not too hard to protect your stomach. And if you would like a challenge, grab a little deeper and hold onto your ankles. Nice. And then slowly release back down to your mat and look towards the other side than you did earlier. And then push back into child's pose. Open up your knees for this. Extend your arms forward and bring your forehead down to your mat. Relax all your muscles along your spine. Take a deep breath in and out. And then bring your right arm to the left side underneath the left shoulder for another shoulder stretch. Feel how you're stretching your shoulder and also your side. And then lift your upper body up just as much so you can bring your left arm to the right side for your side and shoulder stretch on the other side. Deep breath in and out. And then come back into child's pose. Now for camel pose, stand on your knees, and your knees are hip distance apart and your hands are placed on your lower back. Take as much time here as you need and only go as far as it feels good to you. You really don't want to hurt your spine here. And when you're ready, slightly lean back, look towards the ceiling, nice, and come back up slowly to protect your spine. Don't make any sudden movements. Rest here for a second, and when you're ready, slightly lean back again. Look towards the ceiling and maybe go down a bit further this time if you can. Nice and slowly come back up. And now either do this again, or if you feel good about it today, come with me into camel pose. Therefore, bring your hands to your heels, one after another, and look towards the ceiling. Shift your hips forward and hold. Don't forget to breathe. And then slowly release. Take a deep breath to calm the body. This was a very intense pose. And then walk your hands forward and bring your right knee to your right wrist for half pigeon pose. Sit into your hips and then slowly walk your hands forward and rest your forehead on the mat. This feels great after camel pose. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Really sink into your mat. Open up your hips and enjoy your stretch. Take a deep inhale, and with your exhale, come up, tuck your toes, and push up into a three-legged downward facing dog. Nice. Open up your hips and bend your right knee. Let it point towards the ceiling. And then slowly let your right leg come down behind you and come into a wild things pose. Beautiful. And then push back into your downward facing dog. Nice. Walk the dog, bend your knees, do every movement that you need to. And then when you're ready, come into half pigeon pose on the other side. Therefore, bring your left knee to your left wrist and sit deep into your hips. Your back is straight, your shoulders are relaxed. And when you're ready, walk your hands forward and bring your forehead down to your mat. Relax your spine. Relax your shoulders. Feel this hip opener. And don't forget to breathe. Deep inhale. And exhale. Sink into your mat. Relax. And when you're ready, come back up, tuck your toes, and push up into a three-legged downward facing dog. Nice. For your hip opener, bend your knees, open your hips, point your knee towards the ceiling, and then slowly let your leg down behind you for a Wild Things pose. Inhale and exhale. Smile at the ceiling and be happy that you have time to do your yoga practice right now. And then when you're ready, push into your downward facing dog. Do the movement that you need to. Bend your knees, stretch your spine, and from your downward facing dog, bring your knees to your mats, and then come into a laying position on your back. Nice. Your knees are bent, and then slowly bring your legs up and let your toes point towards the ceiling. Now bring your hips up and rest your hips on your hands, and then slowly let your legs sink towards the floor over your head. Nice. Try to keep your legs straight, and if you can, let your arms rest on your mat. Don't forget to breathe here. In and out. And then slowly bend your knees. Protect your spine by holding onto your hips again. And very slowly bring your spine towards your mat. Whew. Take a second to release the tension in your spine. And then lift your hips up and come onto your feet. Bring your hands together underneath your back if you can, and hold. Great. This gives us a lot of muscles in our glutes and in our core. This is exactly what we want. Hold this pose and slowly release and roll your spine back to your mat. Nice. Now foot together like a little package to release all the tension that we built up. Roll side to side if you want to. Inhale, and with your exhale, open back up and release. Nice. Let's do one more stretch before we finally relax. To stretch out our hips, bring your knees towards your chest, and then let them slowly sink to the right side and look to the left. Beautiful. With your next inhale, bring your knees back up. And with your exhale, let them sink to the left. You look to the right. You can close your eyes if you want to. You can hold onto your left knee with your left arm. Take a deep breath in and out. Backbending poses are very intense and you might feel it in your spine. Take the time now to relax and release the tension. Therefore, bring your legs back up and then open them to the sides. Let the knees sink towards your mat. Bring your feet together. You can rest one hand on your heart and one hand on your stomach and feel your breath. You've worked very hard today and you deserve this relaxation now. Take a deep breath in and out. You can stay in this position as long as it feels good to you. Thank you so much for practicing yoga with me today. Namaste.